Hey everyone, it's Abby from The Left-Handed Typist. I'm here as a part of my blog tour for Art and Hospitality, my very first novel. I am answering some author questions that Amber asked me. Her first question is, what steps did you take after finishing Art and Hospitality to get it published? I did a lot of different things, but I guess I did some marketing, not a whole lot. I'm not very good at marketing. Just trying to incorporate in my blog posts and social media posts, sharing my blog posts. Any new developments that came along with the book, I tried to mention on Twitter and Facebook. I got a Facebook and set up an author profile, some different things like that. And I got it edited, formatted, cover design. I paid for services for all of that. I wasn't going to try and do any of that completely by myself. And Create Space is what I published the novel through. And so I always knew I wanted to self-publish it, but I made sure Create Space is what I wanted to use, and it didn't take me too long to settle on that, but just trying to gather all the information that they wanted from me and make sure I had everything in order to release on time. February 4th was the release date. Her second question is, what was your favorite moment to write in Art and Hospitality, if you can tell us without spoiling anything? That's a good question. I would have to say that my favorite parts to write in general were the dramatic scenes. If it was relationally, emotionally, if it was a spiritual scene, if it was medical, there's some dramatic medical things in the book. So hopefully that comes through to y'all, too. I really enjoyed writing, the more dramatic parts where it's kind of miniature climaxes in each chapter were my favorite bits to write. Otherwise, dialogue is probably my favorite aspect of writing, which I did not expect. I didn't know that until I'd written this novel. Her third question is, do you have any tips for writers wanting to write books of their own? Yes, I'm sure I do. If I think about it, I would say, know that perfection is impossible. You're looking at one of the biggest perfectionists on this planet, and it can be really hard to share your work with other people, to know that no matter how much awesome constructive criticism you get, because I was always good with that, that even then you cannot make it perfect. You cannot please everyone, and that you don't have to agree and abide by all of the constructive criticism you get. I had a lot of people, 20 plus people, read my novel before I got it out, and I had to decide when something was good for my novel and when it didn't take it a direction I wanted it to, even just to simple word changes and things like that. So be confident in what you want your story to be, but listen to other people, and eventually just get comfortable with what your novel is. You have to let it go at some point. And then I have one question here from Rosalie from her Pen Prints blog. She asked me some questions, and so I'm tacking one of them on here to Amber's video. And her question is, what made you pursue self-publishing? I think I said earlier that I guess I never really considered doing anything other than self-publishing. I didn't want to have to jump through all the hoops, I guess, of getting an agent and publishing house and things like that. And I also wanted the liberties that come with self-publishing, getting to have input in my own cover and what the formatting looks like, because I'm picky, and this is the first time I've done this. So so that was part of the reason that made me make up my mind from the very beginning, was that I wanted the freedom to have things the way I wanted them for this first novel. My arm's falling asleep. There we go. And then otherwise, I guess I wanted to prove to myself too that I could do it without having to completely rely on other people. Obviously, by self-publishing, you do so much of it yourself. I didn't realize how much of it I was going to have to do myself, and I also had to find the other people I was going to hire, because I did hire for editor and formatting and cover design. Everything else I did myself, and that it was a lot of work. It was really hard, but it was really fulfilling at the same time. And I'm glad I didn't just sign a contract and was handed all those people to do, to kind of get their own impression of my book and give their version of that. Not that I have anything against contracted books, but self-publishing, I feel confident is the route for me. Thank you all for watching this video. I would love to hear in the comments if y'all are self-publishing or writing or interested in reading my book. I'm sure Amber will have all the information in the rest of this post, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.